Well, happy game day, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is finally here. Game number 2, Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I've been saying this for a while, and I'm not in my mama's basement. I'm actually here at the Red Brick House, the temporary home, and because I listen to you guys. You guys said we're 3-0 when I've been here at the Red Brick House. I need to be down here for the game, so we are here. Let me give you a taste here. What we got? I got my man Joe Boo. He's got his coffee and everything else. We're gonna get his shot glass. We got Joe Boo's Raid for those Eagle fans. Okay. I've got my TV set up in here. I got my kitchen. We're going to be doing, I was going to do a Reuben sub today, but people said, no, you need to have something that's bird-like, okay? So we need to feast on birds. So I'm going to do like a chicken, like a grilled chicken breast with tomato sauce and peppers and onions and mushrooms and everything else on there, grilled with some melted Swiss cheese. Oh, that's going to be good. But I better not get any on the couch. I better not get on the couch because then I'm going to be, Mama won't be happy. And if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. You think there's going to be some angry birds? Let me get tomato sauce on the couch. Yeah. Anyway, here's what I've been saying for a while is the Cowboys, we're pretty much locked in at the 5 seed. The chances for us to be able to win the division, even if we win today, is we're depending on the Eagles having to lose to either Seattle or the Giants. They play the Giants twice, and so on, to be able to win the division. We're going to be needing help from others besides ourselves. And we have, I think, the second toughest schedule from here on out. This is where people will say, if we go through this thing, and let's say we go 2-1 between the Eagles, the Dolphins, and Buffalo, you can't really say that this team hasn't beaten some good teams. Well, I guess people will say that Buffalo's not now because they're at 500, but be that as it may. He is the cover boy of Madden. Regardless of those facts, we need to get a win here for a multitude of reasons to let people know we can play football and we can beat good teams and to get a psychological edge on the Eagles. Now, again, I've been talking about it and I've been saying we can be leading the division today, but in the end, more than likely, the Eagles haven't. So this morning, ESPN did the breakdown. So, you won't listen to me. Maybe you listen to ESPN.
Now off a brutal loss to the Niners, they travel to Texas to see if they can get it done on the road. Feels like a must-win game for both teams. Our research producer, Evan Kaplan, here to break it all down. What's at stake for Dallas today?
All right, Sam, it is hard to find a bigger game in Week 14 than this one. Let's start with the NFC East stakes, right? If the Cowboys win tonight, they're 10-3, and the Eagles are 10-3. Both teams tied at the top of the division. But look at their remaining schedules over the last 4 games. Let's start with the Eagles over there. Week 15, Monday Night Football in Seattle. Then they play the Giants twice and the Cardinals to end the season. That's the 5th easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. What about the Cowboys? In Buffalo next week, at the Dolphins, Lions, a game we'll have on ESPN on Saturday, December 30th, and then at the Commanders on Week 18. That's the 3rd hardest remaining schedule in the league. So while Dallas can kind of win tonight to get back in the division race, there's still a lot that will be decided over the final 4 weeks. So that's one part of it, the NFC East race. What about the number 1 seed in the NFC, right? Only 1 bye in each conference now. And here's what happens if the Eagles win in Dallas and the 49ers win as a 13.5-point favorite against Seattle.
It's all shaded towards the Eagles.
Eagles would still have a 1-game lead over the Niners. 71% chance to get that number 1 seed according to ESPN analytics. But if the Eagles lose tonight and the 49ers take care of business against the Seahawks, it all flips, right? Because now they would both be...
Increases our odds,
but... The 49ers would have that head-to-head tiebreaker because they won in Philly last week, and they would be up to 57% to get the number 1 seed according to ESPN analytics. Eagles down to 30%. So, guys, Sam, the Eagles have the best record in the NFL, right? They're 10-2, but it doesn't really feel like it. They're an underdog today, and they've got to win to not only keep that lead in the NFC East, but keep a 1-game lead from the number 1 seed in the conference.
There you go.
Makes sense for us. I always call games like this, it's a must win, but what that really showed us right there, this is a must win for both. We should, honestly. No.
It's kind of like what I've been saying, that even though we win, we don't really win because of that Cardinals game.
We're used to, even with that great record. Rex, are you concerned about the Eagles?
Oh, absolutely, and especially today, going against Dallas. All right, and here's why. It looks like, well, they have poor linebacking play, Brew. Like it's awful, right? Yeah. And we saw it on your film wall and things that show just how bad it is. So what they're doing, this guy has been this new defensive coordinator they have, Sean Desai. It's vanilla defense, okay, across the board. So what's
in their ass?
You can't play linebacker, so I'm going to play 5 down. Well, when you play 5 down, and the opponent knows you're playing 5 down, you can only run 3 different coverages. All right, all include a single high, right? Or you can play cover 1, cover 3, and really not even cover 3, and in a fire zone concept, 3 under, 3 deep. Okay, good luck with that. How did it look, against Buffalo when you gave up 520 yards? How did it look last week when you got smoked like sauce? The same thing's going to happen to you today if you want to go with it. But they're not running the ball. Yeah, they're going to. Dak Prescott's going to eat you alive. In this CD Lamb. Are you kidding? You're going to play these coverages against CD Lamb?
Are you kidding?
250 yards. So to me, I just think it's a problem. They don't look like a great football team because their defense is so bad.
He said their ass.
For not disguising the coverages. I don't get it. Why would he do that?
I think they brought in Kevin Byard, who's a great player, a safety. Sure. And sometimes when you bring in new guys, you're like, hey, we don't want to mess ourselves over. Because trust me, I've been on some of those, bringing a new guy, we're trying to disguise. We disguise ourselves, the
there you go.
So I kind of get that. But at some point, like, my goodness, you can't just get in there and, Alex, if you see what they're in, you're like, okay. Hey, CD, check it out. Run behind the Buick. I'm going to throw it to you.
There you go.
It's pitch and catch.
And as soon as they break the huddle, it's pretty obvious. To Rex's point, like when you turn on the film, immediately they break the huddle. You know what?
So expect them to try and do some different shit today.
Their defensive personnel.
That would be my
take.
take.
Saying with the 5 down linemen, like to me, there's a bigger question here with the Eagles, and there's been a lot of talk about them offensively having to run the ball more. Right? We want to see that, and to me, I think I agree with it. But I think it's because they have to protect their defense. We haven't seen this. Last year, this defense almost broke the Bears' record for sacks. Like, they were dominant on both sides of the ball. That's not the case. They're the 4th best offense in the NFL. They're like the 24th ranked defense. So this offense, I think, needs to kind of play what we've talked about, a lot of these formulas. Run the ball, win the time of possession, keep Dak and CeeDee Lamb on the sideline, right? Protect this defense. And I think that's the formula that we need to see today if the Eagles have a chance.
Yeah, Phil, it's based on their defensive rush, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. I think
everything goes to their rush.
You get arrogant sometimes when you got these 4 or 5 guys rotating in, 6 guys rotating in, and they can just get after the passer constantly. That's all we need to do. We're just a do what we do type of team. And those type of teams, if you against the smart offensive coordinators, you get schemed up and have problems.
There you go. In other words, the Eagles' defense has got some problems, some big problems, and I'm happy about it. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'm going to go in the kitchen here and start getting some prep stuff done for game day. I am set up. I got my football. I got my Joe Boo. I'll have my Joe Boo wings. We're going to have a great, great day, hopefully, that ends up in a great night. I'll see you during the live stream.